Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central about a woman who was given a reality check on her high standards. This sounds like a good one. Let's jump right into it.
To my Uber driver if he's down for a quickie. Hey!
Uber for Amber?
Yes.
Alright, come right in. Is that everyone you see, right?
Yeah, just me. I have a question.
What's up?
Has anybody, ever tipped you in a quickie?
A quickie? What do you mean by that?
Instead of giving you an actual tip, y'all do a quickie?
No, I've never actually done that.
Well, can I be your first?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel the ride. Sorry, I'm kind of married. You can get out right here.
Well, she didn't have to know, but...
I'm married, sorry.
The mere idea that she could give this guy bedroom fun instead of a tip is pathetic. Women like this don't understand that drivers are trying to make money, not lifelong mistakes.
What are the best qualities in a girl?
Smile, ability to cook, and ability to bring peace of mind.
Would you ever want to get married to me?
No.
Why not?
You're very pretty, but you're not my type. I like girls a little bit taller, and girls that kind of don't go around asking a bunch of questions to people.
She disqualified herself the second she started dressing like that while bothering men on the streets for interviews. It shows that she cares more about internet clout as opposed to the people she's supposed to care about.
So I sent her a message. I say, how far are you? She said, I'm 10 minutes away, and she sent me this video, yeah? And now look, she sent it to someone else. Love you, you look so good. Thank you, my love, I miss you. How can you trust anyone in this way? You can trust nobody, brother, nobody.
The way this woman is laughing over getting caught being disrespectful to that guy is insane.
My name Marcus, I'm 30.
Why'd you pop?
It was the 3 kids. How many baby daddies you got?
I have 3.
3 baby daddies with 3 kids?
I do.
Yeah, cause why it ain't work with the other 3?
You can inbox me later and I can explain.
Nah, I end up in the same boat they in.
You can assume or you can ask.
This guy is smart. He knows that getting with a single mother of 3 kids from 3 different fathers, by the way, isn't worth it.
That's all.
We'll need a whole show for that.
Okay, thank you. Is he your type? Why? Why not?
Yes, I would say it looked like you have style.
Okay. Thank you.
It's impossible to understand how she thought flirtatiously offering to explain why she has 3 different fathers for her children. That's not cute or flirty at all.
I'm studying.
Wow, what movie have you been in? One girl, I talked to her. I say, what do you do for work? She's like, actress. Okay, I'm like, what movie you in? Silence. So it's like being a fisherman, but you don't catch fish. How can you be actress? This is doesn't make sense. You're just unemployed at that point.
Being an actress used to mean someone who serves tables while waiting for their big break. Now it's used interchangeably with spicy content creation.
So I've seen you before saying that you need a man that gets an income of 10K. Is that true or what?
A month.
How much do you bring in a month?
I'm not the man.
No, I'm just asking.
Depends.
Depends on?
Depends on my month.
I think it's supposed to go both ways.
I don't think so. That's a man's job.
Yeah, it's stability.
So you want me to pay for things?
No, it's not paying for things.
Okay.
I want you to have your own.
But I do have my own.
That's what I'm asking.
And that's why I ask for a man to have his own too.
Because I see females ask how much they're bringing in, all of that, but what do you bring to the table for a man?
I am the table.
I am the table has got to be one of the dumbest answers to the table question. It's just a way to get out of saying that she has nothing to offer at all.
You are the table?
Yes.
I think she wants a lot and she doesn't have a lot to bring to the table for me still.
Men and women are so different.
Yeah.
We expect different things from people. Men won't date ugly girls by choice. So women don't date broke by choice. It's just how it goes.
No, but you get the point
I
what I'm
wouldn't be
saying?
with someone broke, and he wouldn't be with me if I was ugly.
No.
I don't want your money. I just don't want to pay for anything. We move into a house. You pay for everything in the house. When you come home, it's always clean. There's always food. Your lunches are done, your baths are run, your clothes are laid out, your feet are rubbed, your head's washed. Everything you need is done every day of your life. It's a fair trade.
No.
Yes, it is.
I can pay somebody to do that.
Yeah, but they're not going to love you.
Me not need the love.
We all know that this woman is not cleaning, cooking, or doing anything to keep his house in order whatsoever.
You want a guy who's a leader?
Yeah.
Do you want a guy who can protect you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want a guy who's a leader, you want a guy who can protect you. Part of men protecting women is through our leadership, we don't want you guys to be put in potentially dangerous situations.
Okay.
So we know that women get roofied at parties and bars and clubs.
that's why
We
you
know
have to
that there's a higher likelihood of her being assaulted in some kind of way, whether physically or otherwise. So
People get shot at the store nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
Bro, hold on, just to be clear, I've been to Trader Joe's a ton. I've never seen a fight break out in Trader Joe's. Hold on.
That argument makes no sense. There is a massive difference between going to places that will put a woman in extreme danger and being the victim of a random store robbery. It's not the same thing.
Let me address her thing. I've been to Trader Joe's a bunch. I've never seen a fight break out ever to
I've
Trader
been to
Joe's.
the store many times. I've seen fights.
Every time I've been out, and I don't go out anymore, every time I've been out, somebody's getting knocked out. Every single time
You go to hood rat bars?
I'm going.
I don't understand.
No, here in Santa Barbara, you go to the bars downtown. You go party at the college. There's multiple fights. You can listen. I mean, I never do this, but if you want, listen to the police scanner. People are getting
My dad
knocked
was a
out.
sheriff.
All
Yeah,
this stuff.
he
People are
was
getting into
also-
fights.
He's trying to make a solid point about when you can get a bunch of emotionally and physically charged people in a room and feed them alcohol, bad things can and will happen, but they won't listen.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I do. I work in IT. I work at 9 to 5. Yes, I'm basically. What do you do?
Do you want to guess?
I guess you're probably like a lawyer or something. Maybe a doctor. Yeah, you seem like a smart. You seem like a smart, like put together girl. You know.
I'm an old girl.
Oh.
What? Is that a deal breaker?
Yo, how's your relationship with your father?
It's called fatherless behavior for a reason, and there's also a reason why men do not want to get with women who create adult content online.
She's a 10, but she has pronouns in her LinkedIn profile.
I'm out.
Why do you say that?
I think having to like clarify these things, it should just be common sense. I have my own viewpoints on that.
What are they?
Do what you want to do, but don't expect everybody else to cater to. Like, you live your life, let me live mine. I respect what you do, you respect what I do.
It's pretty sad how people have to be insanely careful when it comes to this whole pronouns thing. It's honestly so stupid.
Oh my god, you guys, we can't trust the nerdy men either. Yeah, do you think we just say it's all men for no reason?
No, it's not for no reason, but it definitely seems that a lot of those that say all men just seem to want to display their irrationality and their propensity to be bigoted.
This is what we mean when we say all men. Being a misogynistic loser can take any shape or form inside of a man's body.
And willful ignorance can take any form.
Reality is we say all men because it genuinely is all men.
These women who say all men are some of the most bigoted people out here. They claim that all men are violent, hateful, and deserve nothing but shame just because they had the nerve to be born a male.
Except it's not. But there are those out there that seem to think if they keep saying something, not only will more people believe them, but that their statements will somehow become true.
We say all men because women need to be treating every gun like it is loaded.
Let's hear it for another logical fallacy, the false equivalence.
Part of me saying all of this is that no matter how a guy presents himself to you, you do not know who he is until you've been around him for years.
It's really handy that social media has allowed so many women, though, to be able to show themselves for who they are. That way no one has to waste years.
It is hilarious how women like this think that by saying that all men are bad in one way or another, it's going to score her points with men that she wants romantic attention from. They can't think one step ahead of what they do.
Buy drinks for women, bro.
No, not anymore.
Why? Look what happened. Why did you stop? Who were you buying and what did you stop?
I bought a couple girls a drink once, and we were at the bar. They're like, let's, want to buy me a drink? I'm like, sure. They take a drink and walk away.
Literally, so they walked?
Yeah, they walked away, and I was like, that's it, never buying a woman a drink again.
What about you, bro?
I mean, I bought a few a drink, and it's all fun, but yeah, they either just leave or
just dip, right?
you just don't feel that connection after a while, and then it just wastes money eventually. So.
But I spot a wifey woman?
Not at Nats. Not at Nats.
Like, how would you spot it? Like,
somewhere not in an environment like this.
So not in a nightclub in a bar.
Men are under no obligation to buy random women drinks at the bar.
You were out
out with your girlfriend, if she started dancing on some guy, would you consider that cheating?
Yeah.
And what if a girl started dancing on you? What would you do?
Nah, I wouldn't allow that. That's cheating too. It go both ways.
So what would you do to make her like stop?
I don't know. I might tell my girl to fight her or something. Like, I don't know.
If a woman starts dancing up on a guy without his consent, then she's guilty of assault, but she won't see it that way. She'll just be angry that the dude didn't take her grinding on him as a compliment.
So I picked up at the club the other night, and then the guy was like, do you have a boyfriend? And I said, yes. And then he was like, oh no, I'm not like doing this. And I was like, okay, hold on. FaceTimed my boyfriend and said, do you care if this guy takes me home? And he was like, no, go for it, buddy. And then this guy just completely freaked out and was like, that's so messed up. I'm not doing it. Whatever.
That guy made the right call. If there's one thing that men need to learn, it's to never get involved with a woman who's either crazy or in a crazy sounding relationship. Both of those are major red flags that shouldn't be ignored.
Girls with best friends that are guys. Run away, run away. Is that a red flag?
I agree with that. A man. If I have a guy best friend, you should probably grow a set. No, it's not. Don't stop being insecure. I should have a guy best friend.
No girl's got a guy best friend. That doesn't happen.
A man is not insecure if he doesn't want his woman to have any guy friends. I think at this point, guys, we all know what guy friends really are.
If you was the you giving me shots or you doing Larry?
Neither.
Do you drink liquor?
No, not really. Like, it depends, like, on occasion.
Okay, so do you do so you just a boring?
Yeah.
I like a to have fun with.
What you do? Would you be drinking a lot? What you mean have fun?
No, I'm saying, what do you what else?
Have fun?
No, you don't. So what else makes you happy, that gets you?
I'd be chilling. I'm always happy. I ain't never mad.
He's a man who enjoys his peace, his sobriety, and not feeling the need to openly discuss ridiculousness with a strange woman on the internet.
I don't know. I'm just a girl, okay?
Oh, gosh.
I just see
Brother.
Oh, my What?
I can't believe I just heard that.
Just a girl.
Sounded so familiar.
We knew
Right
that.
Anyways.
We already knew that.
If a modern woman says that she's just a girl, honestly, guys, just pack your bags and leave at that point.
What's one disrespect? You not having a relationship.
Oh, you can't talk to me crazy. You gotta respect me.
Like, explain. Like, what's the example?
Like when girls be calling they man out their name. I'm African. We don't do that.
So if she call you a
No.
So if she call you a
No. I don't even want you to say it. That's how disrespectful it is. You don't say that to me. I'm the man. I pay the bills.
Okay.
I pay for everything. So you respect me.
It's insane how many modern women think that it's okay to just verbally mistreat a man because they feel like it.
Some girls nowadays are like, I want everything from you, but you can't expect anything from me. That's not majority, but that's what's being normalized right now. You talk to girls, they immediately say, I want 6 foot, I want this, 6 figures, this. And if you say something similar like, okay, I want a girl who's like under certain weight, immediately they start like a brawl. If you expect something crazy, you should also be able to bring the similar kind of craziness to the table.
Modern women live in a world where they deserve everything apparently, while a man deserves absolutely nothing.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the 5 guys from? The 5 guys. I didn't know if it was like a special room or you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm saving myself for marriage.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
If the roles were reversed, that man would not only be kicked out of the establishment, he'd also potentially get arrested. Her behavior is completely inappropriate and unacceptable.
Come alone with me. How long would you last in bed?
Do I have a choice to stay in that room? Could I leave?
I'm just asking, how long would you last?
I would walk out of the room.
You would walk out of the room.
Yeah.
You don't want me?
If it makes you feel better, how it make you feel?
You don't want me.
That man is smart. He knew not to answer such a stupid question in front of a camera.
Thinks that you're just around because he's a popular streamer who's
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly
I'm
what
saying,
he said.
just like most things in life, people are attracted to things.
Don't project your insecurities onto us, okay? That's a you problem.
We can settle this in 10 years.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
If any of y'all end up with someone working at McDonald's, I'm wrong.
What?
You don't what?
What are you talking about?
I used to work at McDonald's.
What is this?
What is this hypocrisy?
McDonald's
First
is
of all,
so weird.
this is such a tough. Hold on. Guy.
No.
You don't need somebody to make 7 figures in order to love. That's so dumb.
If I'm wrong, I'm
You know
wrong.
what you
If I'm-
are?
if
You're
I'm
a
wrong.
money-hungry hoe.
Yes.
Okay,
I will
then
Nick,
would you date an ugly
girl?
Absolutely. You see my first girlfriend.
What?
She just said that a man doesn't need to make 7 figures to be loved, but the thing about women like this, even if that man made that much money, she would still never love him anyway. She's too busy counting his money.
What do females have to do today to get wiped up?
Honestly, bro, I can't tell you. I look around and it's just like, for what? And then when I come up and give them attention, you know what I mean? So it's really, you know, dress how you expect your child, like daughter, whatever to dress. I put it that way. Just like my son. I tell him, you know, you ain't gonna act like me. So just leave it out there.
If a modern woman is given that advice, she won't take it. She'll be too busy getting angry and throwing insults at the man for being an insecure narcissist.
I'm about to say something that's going to sound incredibly disrespectful, but it needs to be said because nobody's saying it to these young girls, okay? Those people that are getting yelled at their jobs, they're contributing something to society, right? Selling your body is usually a last resort for women, but for you, it's your first choice because somewhere deep inside, whether you know it or not, you don't think that you have enough value to actually contribute something to society. And I'm here to tell you that you do. So I hope that you start using your brain instead of your butthole, because selling it for $3.50 is so far beneath women, you should know better.
A lot of young women are lured into spicy content because of the promise of making millions of dollars. It's sold to them as empowering, but all it does is ruin them at the end of the day.
Girl has ever cheated on her ex before. Would you ever commit to her?
Absolutely not. I don't play that because she's going to do it again.
Even if it was one time?
No. Once it's in there, it's in your brain and you did it, you one time, you're going to do it again. It's a form of habit. I wouldn't want to risk it at all.
If a woman is willing to cheat on someone, then it's clear that her ability to respect a man takes a backseat to her emotional impulses.
Oh, no, you tell me.
It is insane how these women get recorded physically assaulting a man by touching him without his consent, and it's played off as cute when she's literally committing a crime on camera.
Truth for the single girls right now, a pill that I am forcing myself to swallow as well, is that the 6-foot+ bullshit is holding us back. My co-host Sequoia told me to listen to this episode of Diary of a CEO and listen to it. At first I was freaking out and I was like, I'm going to be alone till the day I die. Accept that. And that still might be true. But one easy thing you can do to better your chances of not dying alone is not being so picky about height. You can still like tall guys. You can still prefer tall gentlemen. But in this dating landscape, height as a deal breaker, I mean, listen to the episode for yourself. It's looking bleak.
But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.